What single incident at work made you quit? I worked at this grocery store called Fresh Mart for 2 years while saving up for community college. The pay sucked, but my coworkers were pretty cool, and I actually liked talking to customers. Everything was fine until they brought in this new assistant manager named Sherry. This woman walked around with a clipboard permanently glued to her hand and one of those Bluetooth earpieces like she was running NASA or something. She had this face like someone had just farted in front of her all the time. Sherry's whole thing was making the store more efficient, which basically meant screwing over employees to save money. At first it was small stuff. She'd ask people to skip their 15-minute breaks or work faster during rushes. Then it got weird. I started noticing she was making people clock out at 9:45 p.m. even though we closed at 10 and everyone still had to clean up, restock, and do all the closing stuff. When I asked her about it, she told me it was a new policy. "You're off the clock at 9:45, she said with this fake smile. "But you're still expected to help the team close. You're salaried now, spiritually." She actually said that. Spiritually salaried. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Everyone else just went along with it because they were scared of losing their jobs. But I was getting pissed because that's like 15 minutes of unpaid work every single night. Over a week, that's more than an hour of free labor. Then came the night that made me snap. I was restocking the dairy section around 9:30 when this bottle of heavy cream just exploded in my hand. I don't know why, maybe it was defective or something, but cream went everywhere. All over my shirt, my pants, the floor. I looked like I'd been hit by a dairy truck. I ran to the back to clean up because I was dripping cream everywhere and probably smelled terrible. But as I was rushing to the employee bathroom, I slipped on this wet spot that hadn't been mopped yet. My feet went out from under me and I slammed into the concrete floor. Hard. The pain in my elbow was insane, like someone had hit it with a hammer. I tried to get up, but my left arm wouldn't move right. It was just hanging there, throbbing. Sherry found me sitting on the floor holding my arm. "Are you okay?" she asked, but not in a concerned way. More like I was inconveniencing her. "No, I think I broke something. I need to go to the ER." She stared at me for a second, then said the most messed up thing I've ever heard from a manager. "Well, you already clocked out at 9:45, so if you want to go to the ER, that's on your own time." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "I got hurt on the job." "No, you got hurt after clocking out. That's different." She refused to help. No incident report, no call to HR, nothing. She basically acted like it wasn't the store's problem because technically I was off the clock, even though I was still working for free like she told me to. I called my mom from the bathroom with my good hand and had her pick me up. At the hospital, they said I had a hairline fracture in my elbow and I'd need to wear a sling for like 6 weeks. When I came back with the doctor's note, Sherry tried to write me up for job abandonment because I left during my shift. That's when I decided I was done, but I wasn't going out quietly. Before I walked out, I logged into one of the unused registers and printed out 3 weeks worth of clock-in and clock-out times for me and all my coworkers. I highlighted every single unpaid minute after our official clock-out time and calculated how much money the store owed each person. Then I sent it all to corporate with a note explaining Sherry's spiritually salaried policy and how she told an injured employee that getting hurt on company time wasn't the company's problem. I walked out mid-shift and never came back. 3 months later, one of my old coworkers texted me that Sherry was gone. Apparently corporate wasn't too happy about the whole wage theft thing and the fact that she refused to file an injury report.